Hey everyone, it is me. I am here on Saturday to do a book review for you, and I'm going to do a review on. I don't have a didn't give me a cover when I got it on my Kindle, but it is. You see that Parallel Visions? It is by Cheryl Rainfield. I could not put this book down. I read it in about 2 sittings, and it was amazing. Um, I have a little bit of ickiness at the beginning, but once I started getting into it, it was great. Um, First, I want to say what this is about. This is about a girl named Kate. I don't know if it said how old she was, but since it's a teen novel, I'm guessing she was a teenager. Um, and she went to school, so I'm guessing she's in high school, so upper teens, I guess. Um, but it's a girl named Kate, and she has very, very bad asthma. And when she comes around and has an asthma attack, she gets visions. These visions can be something that happened in the past, something that's happening now, or something that's happening in the future. Um, and of course, she doesn't know when these things happen, she just gets these visions. I don't want to say too much about it, so I'm not going to tell you what the visions were that she's seen, just because I don't know exactly what it says on the back of the book or how the book is described, so I don't want to give too much away, because it is definitely worth recommending and definitely worth, I believe it's 99 cents on Kindle to go and get it. 100% worth it. I recommend it to anybody, especially if you love YA. Fantastic book. So let's see. I meant let's see, not let's say. First off, my first initial reactions, I read about the first 2 chapters, and it was okay. I guess it was because right off the bat, she has this huge asthma attack, and she gets 2 visions. The only thing I didn't really like that much about that was because it was kind of like we jump right into this book, and we have all of this stuff going on at us at once. And so it was kind of a lot, but if you keep on reading it, which it wasn't even like bad, like it was good. The visions were interesting. It was really like it was kind of like, oh God, what's going to happen? It was just a lot at once. But as the book continued, everything fit together perfectly. It was like all of these little puzzle pieces went together, and everything was explained, and I loved it. Characters. The main character's name is Kate. Her romantic, counterpart, I guess you could say, is Gil. Of course, it has her sister and her parents, and Gil's parents and sister and stuff like that. But the 2 main characters are Kate and Gil. If I have to pick a favorite character, I would definitely pick Gil. I think he's very kind and charismatic and very worried, well not worried, but very knowledgeable, I guess you could say. I really liked him. I liked how he actually cared about Kate and how she was feeling, and is extremely a family guy, which is awesome, and I really, really like that. There's not a lot of books nowadays that families are that tight, but it was very nice to see that. And so that character, Gil, I didn't see a lot of change, but I really, really liked how the character was brought in and opened up, and you got knowledge of him. Kate, she was very, very well written. I believe there could have been a little bit more. I think there should have been some more backstory. I wish I would have known a little bit more about how her and her parents worked, and how her sister worked, just because one of the visions involved her sister, and I really wish I knew how her and her sister kind of were before, like just in childhood and stuff like that. The book maybe it was because I read it very quickly, it kind of went by fast, so I wish it was a little bit longer, because it was such a good book. Both of the visions, the stories, may not have happened to you or to somebody that's around you, but they were very relatable. The feelings that were said within the book were very, very relatable. Everything was, and I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed how she wrote everything out to make somebody, throughout this whole entire book, there will be something that pulls at your heartstrings. Whether it's part of one or the other vision, or part of the family dynamic, or whatever, something will pull at your heartstrings. And I love that. I think she is amazing for writing it like that. Not many, like, there's a lot of books that pull at your heartstrings, but sometimes, there's some books that, like, I'll read them and somebody will be like, oh my god, it was so sad, I cried, I couldn't stand it. Like, and then I'll read it and I'll be like, what did you cry at? But, because it's like, it'll pull at some people's heartstrings, but not everybody's. And this one, there will be some aspect of feeling that is from some character within the book that you will have felt before, or something. And I really, really, really like that. I like how it's kind of broadened to everybody instead of just like one group of people. It is a YA book, but it's still broadened to a lot of different people. I would give this book a 5 out of 5 stars. It is 100% something that you, right there, you sitting there, need to go and buy. It is such a good book. This is, unfortunately, the first book I've read from her. I do own her other 2 books, which are Hunted and Scarred, or Scars. I think it's Scars and Hunted. And I'm going to be reading those soon because I really like her writing, and so I can't wait to get my hands onto something else by her. So, yeah, go and buy it. If you have any comments, questions, anything, leave them down below, and I will be doing a review on Goodreads also. So, I will see you guys on Monday. Peace.